Good afternoon, tipsiers. Ranger Dave coming at you from about 10,000 feet here in the middle of nowhere. We are at Eddyville Trailhead, I guess south of Gunnison, Colorado. We actually started here earlier this year for segments 19 and 18, and now we're about to take on segments 20, 21, heading into the San Juan Mountains. It's going to be gorgeous. We saw the views coming in, some of the views, and cannot wait to get up there. Along with a little bonus feature, we're going to attempt to summit San Luis Peak tomorrow morning. So a 14er and the Colorado Trail all in one weekend. Can't beat it. So if you like what you see, if you like guys in the woods acting like idiots, hiking, camping, alcoholic beverages, we have a great whiskey as well. Smash this like and subscribe button. Check out the description below. We're about to pack up and head in, so sit back, relax, pop open that cold one. Let's get to work. Good morning, tipsiers. We made it on the top of San Luis Peak. Not even 7 a.m. We flew up the mountain. We almost literally flew because of the wind. We actually camped last night, not at mile marker 7.6, but at 8.6. or 8.8, sorry, 8.8, which is on a saddle. Just so happens the wind came to greet us. I'm pretty sure I have a black eye and a broken nose from the tent hitting me in the face all night. But we woke up this morning and got up here taking those views. It is gorgeous. This is a great way to end the summer, probably the last big hike of the summer. In a little bit we'll probably head down. I don't know if we're gonna have our tasting here or not. The wind is calmed down, but it might not be in a little bit. But for now, just take it in. My goodness, it is incredible. Well, we're back. We're going to do the tasting here. Look at that hair. My goodness gracious. My wife better be glad there's not some mountain babes up here. They'd be all over this Doc McBrown hair. We're going to get after it. We've earned it this morning, and we have a special tasting this morning on the top of San Luis Peak. We are 14,000 and change. Does anyone know how high this mountain is? No? It's just over 14,000 out here in the San Juans. But the whiskey we have this morning is Law's San Luis Valley Straight Rye Whiskey out of Denver, Colorado. So I thought it'd be cool to do the San Luis Valley Rye Whiskey on San Luis Peak. So Law's is, it's kind of a craft or boutique whiskey. You don't see it too much around. You can find it in liquor stores. They have a few different offerings, but it's not terribly common. I think the one thing that stands out to me, I've had a few of their offerings, is it's complex. This is something you're gonna pay for. This bottle was about $50, $55. That's typical. There's some that are more than that. But you're getting a good quality product for the amount of money you're paying. If you look at the back of the bottle, this is what it says about it before we actually try it. I love this. Y'all are gonna love this. So 7,400 feet above sea level in Colorado's San Luis Valley, the Cody family has been cultivating this low-yield, semi-wild rye grain since the 1930s. First, screw your 7,400 feet. We're 2 times above that, so not impressed so far. But it goes on to say, we fell in love with how it ferments and distills into, I don't even know that word. We're going to skip that. Aged for at least 3 years in our ratified thin air, this rye is luxurious in texture, generous in perfume, and abundant with flavor notes of mint. Is it anise? A-N-I-S-E? Is that anise? Sure. Ass, salted toffee, orange peel, and fig. The goods likes fig. And finishes with a radiant serrano pepper spice. Oh my gosh. I mean,
sounds like a description of how you smell this.
Close. Very radiant, abundant, and yeah, all that shit. Anyway, let's taste this bad boy. And like the goods mentioned, I'm upcycling. So give me just a second. You're gonna see my face really close. And you know what? Here's to living life long, loose, and full of juice. Early September in the San Juan Mountains. Here we go. Like I said, well, I'll let everyone taste before I go in. I'll say my first reaction is good, but so it is very rich. You know, all these fancy words, some of which I couldn't pronounce. I kind of get the toffee that it mentions. I kind of get almost like a cognac, it was almost, I feel like it was aged in a cognac barrel. or some sort of like dark wine barrel, maybe just a hint of that. But very complex. I do get the Serrano finish as well. I get like a little peppery finish, and that's really from the rye whiskey. One of the reasons I like rye whiskey. Goods, lockout. What do we think?
Yeah, same story. Start smooth, peppery finish. Definitely good. Can't wait to have my Pop-Tart after this.
It was good, and I did taste a little bit of the mint.
There you go. All right. All right. So you go to the liquor store. Would you buy this?
Sure.
All right. Very good. Well, Tipsiers, we're going to have a little snack and then head down. We still have the rest of segment 20 and then all of 21 that we're going to do this weekend. So I'm going to do a toast on a Saturday morning to clapping cheeks and grabbing peaks. Tipsiers. We're at camp. We've camped about 5 miles into segment 21. We've been here since a little after 2 o'clock. Weather was not looking good. And we were really tired after last night's windstorm. That was great. And so we just decided to chill. We have a morning hike that'll be less than 10 miles to get back to the car, so not too bad. Overall, pretty solid day of hiking. Hit a 14er, 13, a little over 13 miles overall. Beautiful views. I wouldn't say they're on par with Collegiate West, but I'd certainly think they're worth seeing if you're in the area. A lot of camping, especially early in segment 20 and then in segment 21 so far. Multiple camping opportunities on creeks. Ours is a dry campsite, but it's gorgeous. So just be aware of that. The end of 20, not much in the way of camping that we saw, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Funny story. So we're camping, and there's actually a gentleman who camped with us from Ohio by the trail name Chugger. Not in relation to his drinking, but into his hiking style. And he said last night, him and another person, long story short, were looking up at the saddle that we were at and said, who are those idiots that are camped up on the saddle? And it turns out it's us. So we made an impression on people, and it was idiotic. I'd say the big takeaway from this whole trip, mile marker 8.8 in the trail book, it says excellent camping below saddle in a meadow. It's not excellent camping. I don't even know if we were at the right campsite, but we hiked up to where they said, and the wind was whipping. It was not good. It was not good. Camp at mile marker 7.6. If you have to camp before San Luis Peak or push on. That's the big takeaway. Enjoying some of that whiskey tonight, and then we're about to go to bed. It's been a long day. We've been up since about 5 a.m., a little before 5 a.m. Anyway, I hope you're living life long, loose, and full of juice. Till next time.